Hey Bravehearts, welcome back. I'm Dr. Daryl Wolf, and this is the Doc of Detox show, and we are on DocStar TV. That's right. We are called DocStar TV for a reason, because we have a lot of shows under that umbrella, and we're going to be bringing more shows, more trainings, more courses, okay, your way. And we're going to bring a lot of free trainings your way as well. We're going to be, Sandra, explaining how the body works, right? Mm-hmm. We're going to explain how they pulled your pants down, and they're still pulling your pants down every day and telling you that you're too dumb to look after yourself, right?
But we're going to lay it all out for you. We're working on a coffee enema video, and we're going to have it step by step, and we're going to chat it through, and we're going to make everything that you need to take back power in your life, we're going to lay it out for you. Plain and simple. Whether
it's clapping, whether it's belly button therapy, whether it's shot glass work, we're going to show you how, what we want to do is with every show that we have, we want to show up for you. Mm-hmm. We want to show up for you, and we want to show you that you can take your life back one baby gentle step, one loving step at a time, but you can do it. Just think, what would happen, Sandra, if I love myself 1% every day for 100 days?
That's 100% improvement in 100 days, isn't it, ladies?
That's right. And gentlemen.
And gentlemen.
For the one guy that's watching the show.
We got more and more men showing up all the time. It's a very exciting world.
Yeah, really. Especially for you.
Especially for me.
Yeah, being single.
Ready, willing.
Oh, okay. Keep it there. Keep it right there.
It's a family show. I kind of forgot.
Okay, so anyways, understand something. Okay, no matter what the topic is, let's don't plan to have fun next Friday. Let's have fun right now. So, okay? And that's what we try to do. We got to try to lighten the load on a physical, emotional, okay, and psychological level, don't we?
Yep.
Right?
It works.
So that means you got to change your personality if you want to change your reality, and that's what we're here today to do. And this is a live Q&A, so just know this. You can come on Zoom if you want, the Zoom link, right? You can show your face, not show your face. You can come.
I see Anna is with us already.
Yeah.
Hello,
you
Anna.
You can come on and just with audio and hide behind the mask. We know how to do that, don't we? We know how to hide behind the mask.
I think we could be a bit more brave than that.
Okay, all right.
The link in the description for the video.
What?
For today's Zoom. The link for today's Zoom in the description for video.
Okay, all right. Did anybody understand?
That? I like it the way York says it. The link for the room is in the thing. Yep.
Yeah. Yar, get back here.
The link
do it right. Come
for
here.
Zoom is in the description.
Yar,
but we like to say it this way,
Yeah. Okay, here he comes.
Anna, you give us a thumbs up if we're making funny.
Use my mic. Now tell everybody. This is Yar. Get in the camera. So Yar is our he's our main camera guy, go-to guy. He's the man who makes it all happen. Now, what are they supposed to do again?
You can find link for today's video in the description for today's Zoom call.
There's a link to the Zoom.
And you know what I did? I hired him and I told him that if you can fake a Ukrainian accent, you got the job.
And I do try.
Ladies are falling over all over the place as he showed up.
Okay.
Woo!
All right. Okay. So anyways, it's a wonderful life. It is a wonderful life. I did a talk this morning, and I was talking about, and I told everyone, I said, just do me a favor and close your eyes for 30 seconds and picture where you were and what life was like 6 months prior to COVID.
Yeah.
And understand something, it wasn't that great.
No.
You know what? I mean, you were worried about money, bills, family, sickness, all the things going on in the world. And if you haven't learned to mind your own business during COVID right now, and that it's all about you, then you haven't learned anything. COVID is the greatest blessing that this planet has ever had. And I know some people are going, who does he think he is? I lost my father. I'm not talking about that. And the reality is that the numbers for people that have passed on are no different than any other year.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to get into that because we don't need controversy. I'm just trying to tell you that guess what? Sometimes you need a wake up. Mm-hmm. You need a wake up call to lighten up on a physical and emotional level and take back your power. You haven't had your power since you entered your mother's womb. From the minute you enter your mother's womb, they made it into a tomb, and they did. And it's all manipulated, it's all strategized, you've been ruled, schooled, and fooled, and now guess what? COVID was the wake-up call. That they've been lying the whole time, and they've lied about everything. Okay, they just, like, you ever see that carrot and the rabbit, and he just keeps on chasing the carrot, but he can't seem to get it. Well, guess what? We're going to help you catch the carrot.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's exactly my story. I don't think I would have been anywhere close to where I am right now. I wouldn't have been able to sit here beside Daryl, consider him a friend, and to take back power in my life. When I sat in that 30 seconds and I closed my eyes this morning, you know, it was like I was sitting in the middle of a cloud. I was really stuck in all my belief systems. I was really stuck in the fact that I keep making mistakes, right? And I think I believed in the thing that if I could just make no mistakes or less mistakes, then everything would be fine and everything would be perfect. You know
but
what?
That's the mistake.
That's the mistake.
Is that there are no mistakes.
Right, exactly.
But there is a time when you either learn or burn. You know, it's like the person, like I said this morning, I'm a 3-time cancer survivor. Mm-hmm. Well, where was the learning? You're still just burning, baby.
Yeah.
And you know what? You don't make mistakes. You need to repeat things 10,000 times before you become a master at it. And then once you master it, you know what you're going to do? Mm-hmm. You're going to go find something else to screw up 10,000 times until you master that.
Yeah.
You are not a mistake.
Yeah.
You are imperfection perfect.
Yeah. So
you're
it's
imperfection perfect.
So it's not the mistakes that hold us back. It's the fear, and we'll dress that up in whatever way we want them to whatever suits our negative programs. It's not the mistakes that hold us back. It's the fears, the fear of the mistake, the fear of being judged, the fear that I'm just going to reconfirm again that I'm just nothing, or I'm a loser, or I'm just going to keep making mistakes, right? So my big thing was I can free myself from being the fear of having the mistakes, because I'm not going to let myself sit in the fear. I'm going to keep moving forward, and yeah, you're going to keep doing things, because perfection is never attainable. And that sentence just made so much sense.
If perfection was attainable, then the game would be over. But it's called infinity for a reason.
Yeah, there you go.
It's called infinity for a reason. You know, I don't look to get everything done today.
No.
I look to be staying in the present moment and own it.
Yeah.
If I can stay in the present moment and own it, because that's the only thing you can experience. You can't experience the past, and if you do, then guess what? You don't have a moment. You've destroyed it. And if you're too much into the future, worried about the future, then you have no moment. You've lost that too. And remember something, they know that. They know that if they can keep you in the past, they can keep you in the future. If you're not in the present, they get to pull your pants down and then take the diaper off your bum and put it on your face.
So the present becomes your present. And how amazing is that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so the present is that. And once you can stay in the present long enough and strong enough, and you know that that's your only point of power, you become the gift to everybody. But not at the beginning. Mm-hmm. The first 9 months, it could be hell. The first few days, they're going to go, oh, look at that, she's smiling more. Oh, look at that, you're losing weight. Oh, look at that, she has more energy. Oh, look at that, she's not complaining anymore. Mm-hmm. And then guess what? Mm-hmm. And then after a little bit, it's, oh my gosh, she's changing more than we are. She's breaking from the herd. Then the subconscious shows itself and comes in there, and the people don't even know that, and then they start to undermine their own family for that person's personal growth. So that's where you got to be strong. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And go long enough and strong enough that they understand that you're not going to change. And when you see your family just morphing and going, you know, you just go, I love you, but I need to do this for me. You know, and that's the reality. I mean, how many people find themselves, like especially women at 40 years old, go, I feel like I'm an empty shell. Mm-hmm. And understand something. And that's why right now we've got I think we've got 14 people in the pelvic course. The 3-day pelvic course, it starts tomorrow. It's actually live, and it's going to be at Cala Del Mar. Mm-hmm. And Natty is going to be doing it. And this is a course for women. It's a 3-day course for women to unleash their power, to understand the holy grail of their pelvis, and to take their power back. So that's going to be on, and then we're going to be announcing a Zoom one coming up, right? So it doesn't matter where you are in the world. We are going to be building a Zoom room, right? And Yarek's such a baby, he's probably going to have to spend like $25,000, $30,000, or he says he's going to drop his accent, and then that won't work for me. Okay, you got the clap, good. All right. Let him have his clap, okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyways, I got to tell you this. No matter what's going on in your life, the trauma that everybody else is perceiving is real, or it is real. Why don't you just mind your own business, see if you can have the best day of your life? And I bet you can't do it. I'll tell you why you can't do it. Because suffering is the way for the family. Whoever suffers the most, okay, loves the family the most. Ask any mother. Ask any Sandra.
Yeah.
Sandra, what about you?
Yeah, I was berated because the day that my mother passed away was supposed to be a day that I'm going to mourn for the rest of my life. And so I just had to leave people alone and leave them with that and not worry about it.
Yeah, you need to know something. If we can get everybody to mourn, they'll never have a good morning again. And understand something. I'm not telling you that you're not going to feel for people. I feel for everyone, but I'm not going to feel to the point that it's going to actually cause me dis-ease, that it's going to cause me suffering on an emotional or physical level. I'm not going to allow it, because if I do that, then I feed the problem. I feed the problem. I need to keep my vibration up for when that person that I love decides that they don't want to kill themselves, and then I have enough energy to help to hold them up long enough and strong enough and say, you got this, I love you. What do you think?
I think it's amazing. I think it's amazing. I can't believe the ease and the grace and the joy of my day as the closer I get to just staying here. It's amazing.
You know, we're going to go and we're going to start taking questions. So if you've got questions here, we start putting them up. We will go through them. But we're going to be coming on to talk to Anna, right? Okay? All right? Not right now, in a couple of minutes.
Okay.
I want you to do me a favor, and I want you to tell people who were you 4 years ago? Who are you now? Just your own words, because I need everybody to understand something. I know it and I get it. There are people watching this show right now that are just holding on with their nails on the cliff.
Yeah.
And understand something. It's here. It's epigenetic.
Yeah.
It's your brain, and you're not in charge of it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm telling you, you're not. And you know what? They programmed you to off yourself. They want you to be suffering. They want you to be in pain. And the others, I'm telling you, they do. What do you think? You think there's not an entity on this planet that is actually getting their energy and their power off of human beings suffering? I mean, if you didn't get that program yet, baby, you're not even awake. Okay? Okay, Sandra, take it away.
Sure. So I'm just the queen of mistakes. I'm the queen of regular. I was just the queen of blah and nothingness. And, in this world, it seems like you have to be a superstar, even just amongst your friends, to be anywhere. God love my family, but they're setting up their kids to shoot for the Olympics. And that's great. I think we all got to have goals. But I think somehow we just miss the specialness of being you and being so in love with yourself that you're good with that. So yeah, I couldn't even hardly conduct myself on a Saturday morning, have a few projects to do without being stuck in, okay, now I've just made a mess. And so just constantly being on myself about not being special enough, not being great enough, and just being stuck in mistakes.
You know what? There was a time in my life where I wasn't special, but guess what? I learned to not think about it anymore, because what was I going to do?
Yeah.
So then I just was angry at the world because it didn't deliver what it promised.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And now to flip those switch and to just dive deeper and deeper into the Braveheart steps, I feel so completely unique and special. And what did it take? It took some mirror work. It took some sitting there. It took being okay with feeling like crap and just going, okay, well, let's actually just think about it. And it just took a very kind, loving repeat of just getting closer and closer and closer, just to being able to stay in that present moment.
And understand something. To own the moment, there's only one thing you had to do. One thing.
Let yourself off the hook.
Yeah, let yourself off the hook and unconditionally love yourself. But guess what? It's easy to say, but I'm going to tell you something. That has been ingrained generation after generation, because that's why we are a slave world. This is planet Earth, and it is a life-threatening, fun-filled game if you know the rules, and if you don't, you're a slave to your own emotions forever. Yeah. Let me tell you something. Your emotions can be a blessing or a curse. And I'll tell you, 9,999 people out of 10,000, it's a bloody curse. You know, they have times of blissfulness, joyfulness, happiness, but most of the time, they're just on the edge. And guess what? Your mind becomes a landmine, and it decides every moment what your moment's going to be like. And you got to get that. If you don't want to start telling a different story, and I mean it, you better start telling a different story, and I don't care. And you're going to go, what do you mean, make it up? Make it up? That'd be lying. Well, you lie to yourself every day that you're worthless, that you're not good enough, then that the world doesn't love you and nobody cares for you, or you know, there's just not enough to go around of anything, and that's not the God's truth, because it's just here and it was implanted the minute you entered the womb, because your parents were adulterated. We're not going to get into that today, because I'm going to tell you something. We're here to talk about, if you want, physical and nutritional things, but you know one thing? We will come in with the best nutraceuticals, and I'll tell you something. I want somebody who sells the same type of product as me to come on and challenge me, okay, that my product is not the best in the world. I'm putting that out to everyone, and I want phone calls coming in from other people that make products similar to mine, and then let's do a challenge, okay? Because I want to prove, and if I'm wrong, I will buy your products, okay? Because I'm telling you that we have made sure, haven't we?
Yes.
We have made sure. And because you know, before you open up your mouth, Daryl, you might want to just grab yourself an insurance policy. But the reality is this: you need to challenge us, you need to challenge yourself, and you need to challenge everybody out in the world with observation and not judgment. You need to make this into a fun-filled game. Make planet Earth into a fun-filled game. You know what? Oh wow, I heard you have cancer. Yeah, it's a fun-filled game, and I can get rid of it. That's how you're going to look at it from now on. You are going to rise. But the reality is that we can use nutraceuticals, we can use energy medicine like the Celsonic, the Avicin, the Bioptron, and the Sentient Element to bring up your vibration. But understand something, the greatest energy medicine device in the world is called your spirit.
So let's get connected.
Let's get really connected. All right, shall we bring on Anna?
Sure.
Hi, Anna. We can't hear her, Yarik. 1 second.
Oh, I think I can hear Anna.
Oh, what was it?
Oh, oh, are you there, Anna?
We're still waiting.
Yes. I'm here. Can you hear me?
We can hear you now loud and clear, love. How are you? How are you?
I'm very well, and I'm very good.
Okay, now
I am good. I always could be better.
Okay, but well, 1 second. Yarik, can you please go see them? Now,
Construction.
Anna.
Yes.
Now we
yes.
start. Now this is what we're going to do through this whole training here. This is a training. You do get that, right? So what I said, how are you, Anna? I'm doing good, but I could always do better. So when Anna was young, she said, how do you like this, Daddy? You could do better. So Anna needs to stop that right now. Anna needs to say, how are you doing, Anna? I'm outstanding, okay? I'm outstanding, not good, not great, I'm outstanding. Because she's not going to be afraid to stand out. Because guess what? You know what? I just wish I was noticed. I wish I could notice myself. Well, then you better be outstanding so you stand out. And don't care what anybody's going to say. So Anna, because she's a good little girl, because that was a girl around, I think that was a girl around maybe, I don't know, I'm getting maybe 5 years old. 5 years old, yeah. And she was going, I'm doing good, but don't worry, I'll do better. Okay, yeah. Anna, okay, mind your own business. Don't take things personal, and you don't need anybody's approval to be outstanding. So we're going to have to...
let's have a practice run. So the moment a conversation starts, your first thing that's going to come out of your mouth is, I'm outstanding.
Why? Because guess what? You're going to write a new story. So now we got to pretend, Anna, you've put the show back at least 5 minutes. So now we got to pretend that Anna's not... Okay, start over.
Okay.
So what do you think? Should we bring
yeah, let's try to bring Anna on.
Should we bring Anna on?
Let's try.
Okay, let's bring Anna on.
Okay.
Hi, Anna. How you doing?
I'm outstanding. I'm feeling great.
Woohoo! I'm so glad to be working with you today. What's going on with Anna?
All right, can we turn up her volume a little?
I am so happy to be here.
Okay, so Anna, I'm going to ask you a few questions, and what I want you to do is I want you to understand this is the Anna Maria show, which means you take your time, you breathe, we're not going to rush you, and we're going to answer your questions as honestly as possible, even though that Sandra's still working on a lying program, okay? All right. Now, Anna, how old are you? Pardon?
I just turned 40 in March.
Okay, can you turn it up louder, please?
I turned 40 on March 31st.
Okay.
Okay, how tall are you?
How tall are you, love?
5'8".
5'8". And how much do you weigh?
5'8".
5'8". How much do you weigh?
150.
Pounds?
150.
Okay, so you're 150 pounds. Okay.
Yes,
So now
150 pounds.
we're going to sit back, and why are you on with us today?
Okay, after a long time of stress, I just, my body just generated some lymphoma, fed lump on my back.
Okay, now
And I'm just dealing with it around 15 years.
Can you hold for 1 second? I really don't know if it's her mic or what it is, but it's not really clear. So I want you to talk slowly and as clear as possible. So from a long-term stress period,
Maybe even take your little
Yes.
part that's the microphone, love, and just hold it right to your mouth.
bring your mic, you see the mic part?
That's right, love. Maybe hold
Okay,
it.
now, okay, go test 1, 2.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Can you
Good.
hear me well?
Much better.
Now?
That's better, and we'll speak slowly, that's all, because there's a little bit of, and it might be just the internet connection. Okay, so here. So now you've got a lipoma. Now, the lipoma, everyone, is just a growth. It's a growth. Now, before we go any further, just so you know something, you grow things to store things. That's all I'm going to say for now. You grow things to store things. You grow things to store things. Get that in your head. Whether it's a pimple, a boil, a cyst, a tumor, a fibroid, it doesn't matter. You grow things to store things. So, and you grow things to store things on an emotional and physical level. You've got to get that in your head. Go ahead, Anna. So, how big is your storage shed?
I'm not really sure, but I think up to 6 inches it can be the size of the lump fat.
Okay, so
Fed lump.
here's the deal. So, you ever see something? Okay, you'll see people with growths on their face. You'll see people with growths everywhere in their body. We have made no breakthroughs in medical health, have we?
No.
No, seriously. We'll see how many canes, how many walkers, how many wheelchairs. Did you know that I did a one-a-day? You're not going to believe this. There was 18 wheelchairs going on a flight that I was taking from Mexico. No, it was from Mexico to Puerto Rico. 18 wheelchairs. I called it the wheelchair race. Okay? And understand something. If I took this back 20 years, you wouldn't see one wheelchair unless somebody was like in their 90s and their osteoporosis was so bad, or they actually had a spinal problem. Now the whole world is a victim. The whole world is crippled. And understand something, from a limp to a cane to a walker to a wheelchair to depends to the nursing home. So understand, don't tell me that they're not feeding off of us. Now, let's get back. I'm just going to come back to this. So the reality is, if you can't process emotion, you've got to store it somewhere. So if you stress out, that means anxiety. There's no such thing as anxiety, it's actually fear. Anxiety is just the emotional part of that fear. So anxiety will come, and with anxiety, we dump adrenaline continually in the body. I hope you know that it is absolutely dangerous to dump adrenaline for more than 3 minutes in the body. Well, why only 3 minutes? Well, because your adrenals were actually there for fight, fright, flight. And now she went and did that for probably months, maybe years, because she's running the program. So now So what happens
So now
is,
if a real tiger comes along, your body can't respond.
you know, it doesn't respond properly. And the reality is this. I want you to think about this, Anna, and I want you to close your eyes, and everybody else watching this show, please close your eyes and just visualize. When was the last time, honestly, that your life was threatened, that you were going to lose your life? Anna, and honestly, okay, not perceived, but honestly thought you were going to lose your life.
I don't know, it just came to my mind when I was a little girl, around 3 years old. I don't know, I got some vision like that.
And what was, and sweetheart, what was the situation? Do you remember?
I think it was related to my to some event with my father, when I really wanted to just be close to him, and he just left me and he went somewhere, and it was very traumatic for me. And I don't know, I have a feeling in my body that it was a big stress for me at that time.
Can I ask you a question? I'm not trying to be personal, but I'm kind of getting personal.
Yeah, sure.
Do you feel that men leave you too, or your partners leave you?
Actually, based on my experience, they've been emotionally unavailable.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
So guess what? You keep on picking your father still. So you keep on picking your father to make it right. So what you should do is make sure that you have someone that's emotionally available for themselves first and foremost, and then they'll be available for you. And you keep picking people because you want to go and fix the problem, and that's a daddy problem. Welcome to your lipoma.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can deal with the lipoma on an emotional and physical level, and the reality is this: it's going to take you a little while to actually stop going out with the same guys that had that program. So the reality is this: just fix yourself, okay? And you want to get a guy that's already fixed himself, a guy that says, you can tell, wow, he loves, honors, and respects himself, so he's going to do it with me, okay? And he's actually present. But you keep picking people that aren't present, not in the conscious moment, okay? And you keep on wanting to go and fix yours. And is your dad still alive?
Yes, he's still alive.
And how's your relationship with your father now?
You know, it seems very stable. I've been actually.
Wait a second. It's stable. That means it's in critical care, and we've just stabilized. We just stabilized the patient.
No, okay. Consciously, I don't feel anything like any bad emotions towards him. I'm just saying about my conscious part, and I've always been among the other siblings. I have probably the one that I was very understanding and supportive towards him, because he has been away for many years. So
yeah, but you got to understand something. You took it personal, and I would have too. Any little girl will take it personal.
Of course.
How could Daddy not love me? He created me. But the reality is Dad's never learned how to love himself, so how could he love you? So now what you got to do is rise up with that lion heart goddess inside you and just show your father the love that he never gave you, so that maybe you can set him free from his own invisible bondage. Well,
yeah, I do it, doctor. I do it, Dr. Darrell, because he always say that thank you so much for your love towards me, because I don't judge him. I understand what could make him the way he used to be. So everybody is a victim of some past events.
Well, no, everybody's a victim. No, not everybody's a victim. And if you are a victim, you're a victim because your prominent dominant beliefs are based on a story of being a victim. Okay,
yeah.
so
yeah, that's why unconsciously we live. Majority of people live unconsciously.
Well, okay, absolutely, and they don't even know they're doing it. So we're not going to judge them for it. But reality is this: that when you have a crisis in your life, it's a springboard, okay, to something greater, or it's a springboard off a cliff. So it's just one decision or the other. It's just choices. That's all it is. So. Anyways, we won't get into the emotional too much, okay? and we'll come back to the physical, but we can never, okay, first of all, if you go to a practitioner and all they do is deal with you on a physical level, they're not a practitioner. You're not a piece of meat. Okay?
Yeah.
You are a light energy, electrical, magnetic being. And understand something. We are energy in motion. Emotion, energy in motion. But the problem is that, you know what? I can see it. And you do have anger, sweetheart. I can see it. You do have energy. And guess what? When you decide on something, you will stick your heels in like so stubborn that nobody's going to change your ways. So you need to know that. You know, I would not come up against you on a dark night in an alley, okay? So I'm kidding. I mean, that was a joke. I'm just saying that you should use that power, that anger that you've suppressed that became the lymphoma, okay, and make it into a Braveheart goddess roar, meaning that you will love, honor, and respect yourself and know that no man can love you like you. What do you think, Sandra?
Yes, doctor. Actually, whatever I was going through those hard events prior, I just got that lymphoma. I just felt like I'm just following kind of like my mom's cycles that she was going through, because exactly what she was going through as a young woman like me in age of around 20, I was going the same events through, and
I know, but
that's why
I get it, but guess what? That's
yeah.
great, and I'm trying to cut you off. I just want you to understand that you can't just tell it like a story. It's a story you don't want to tell anymore. Okay, you don't have to be your mother. So the story you want to tell is guess what? I am Anna Maria, and I ended the family curse. I went and got rid of the dysfunctional, prominent, dominant beliefs that were hurting my parents, and I've removed them from myself, and I know that that will help set my parents free. That's your new Braveheart story.
I accept this statement. Yes, I agree.
Okay.
I agree. I feel it deeply in my heart.
Okay.
And you can all go back to the sentence that you practiced before. Anna is now outstanding, and you've drawn a line in the sand, and today you start new, and today you start to go in like you've never gone before, and you're just going to build on it. You're going to build on it, and you're going to build on it. And with everything that Dr. Daryl Wolf has put together is spirit and physical, and everything's wrapped in together. And so you're just going to start building up, and every day you get to start your day with I'm outstanding. Every time you have to stick your hand out, hi, I'm Anna, I'm outstanding. And you're going to rebuild your life and rewrite that story, and go back and rewrite as much as you need. Get to know your 12 loving steps really, really well. And welcome to the rest of your life. I'm glad to meet you on day one, Anna.
And just know this.
Thank you so much for those words.
Well,
Thank you. Sometimes I don't like lying to myself. Let's say when I feel
you don't like
overwhelmed
what?
by something.
1 second. You don't like what?
No, because I don't like, sometimes when I feel, let's say, tired, I like to just say I am tired. Or let's say if I feel kind of not super outstanding, I just say how I feel. So at the core, I know I am outstanding, but I'm just following that feeling at the moment.
Yeah, but that just gets us stuck.
That's why I just said
the same thing all over and all over again.
No, you're just following a program, believe it or not.
Yeah.
And the thing is we're not lying when we say it. Listen, there's, you know what? I'm going to tell you something. There's nothing wrong with being tired. And tired feels good to me. But if my bones are aching, my muscles are aching, then I'm not tired. I've been self-abusing myself.
Yeah.
There's a difference, everyone.
Yeah.
I can be tired, but when I'm tired, it's like, oh yeah, baby, what a day. Ooh,
And you know, a fellow practitioner said, you know, I have struggled with the sentence of I gotta fake it till I make it because I don't like the word fake. And it's like, well, we need to realize that we have simply been on a repeat program. So we're either going to choose a positive repeat to get ourselves going and get the momentum going so that then we can get into a place where we can create a wonderful love. So to start with, we're going to have to fake it until we make it, because we need to choose those positive things that we're going to choose and choose and choose and choose until we've created something wonderful in front of us.
Well, you know what? The reality is that you don't want to be so selfish as to unconditionally love yourself and give yourself everything. Because you know what? That's the program that's been instilled, not by your parents, because it was instilled by those that control us today.
Yeah.
So we won't get into that either. That's not why we're here. But I've got a couple things I want to say before we get into the physical and supplementation with Anna. Is she still here? I don't see her.
Yes, I'm him.
Okay.
I'm him.
All right.
I'm here.
So, okay, love. 1 second. So, everybody, I've got people asking about trainings and courses and treatments. 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time, which this Thursday, I do it every Thursday at 7 o'clock. I'll be on with a couple of my master trainers, and we'll be here answering every question about treatments, courses, trainings, everything that you need to know. Everything, the ins and outs about it, what we give you, and trust me, when you come to take one of our courses, you'll see that once you join us, we never leave you, do we?
No.
No, we support you forever. So that's the way it is. We want to create a Braveheart Nation here. Okay, and if you don't want to just come on Facebook or YouTube or Rumble, and you want to come on Zoom and actually come and do a real chat with me, then just go to NWP at docofdetox.com, NWP at docofdetox.com, and then what will happen is we'll send you an email of the Zoom link that will be the same link every Thursday. So you can come on every Thursday. We'll give you updates on our courses in Mexico, our 2 courses that are coming up, one next week actually, of the pelvic course that Nadia is doing, the course that Robin's going to be doing that is more of a psychological course, the new course that I'm doing in the fall called Fit for Life. Okay, we'll be talking about things coming, but we'll be talking about Texas. We're doing a course in Texas at McKinney, just outside of Dallas. Okay, and then we're doing another course in, it looks like it may not be Toronto, but it looks like it may be Barrie, Ontario. So the reason why is because I really don't want to pay $35,000 for a place. And we also would like to have a place there's a beautiful church, and we may have it in Barrie because we have a beautiful church.
Nice.
And we have the whole thing to ourselves, right? And there's a kitchenette there, and there's easy places for people to rent and cheaper.
Parking won't be complicated.
Oh, there's parking for 100.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, I'll come back to this after this, but let's get back to Anna, okay?
Okay.
All right? So Anna.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. So you're a very strong person. I'm going to tell you that. Okay? But it's a really good thing. But the problem is about strong people. If they run the wrong beliefs, they could destroy the world. Okay? So the reality is you could destroy yourself. You could actually do things to yourself that you don't even know until you become conscious of certain beliefs that you run. Okay? Because remember, the psychological does rule the biological. But now we're going to let's talk about you and your diet. So let's talk about what you had this morning. Go slowly. Tell me what you did the first moment you woke up and what you drank, what you ate up until now, okay?
Actually, I didn't drink anything. I'm just drinking, and I'm still having here in my cup the lemon water. So I just took shower and got ready, took some lemon water, and just left my house.
Okay, so where are you and what time is it?
I am in Florida, Fort Lauderdale, and it's almost 2 p.m., quarter to 2.
2 o'clock, and you haven't eaten anything today? Just lemon water?
Not yet, because it's hot here, and I don't really feel like eating much.
Okay, well, also, if you drink hot water with lemon, then you'll be cooler. Okay, so just so everybody knows that. So hot water and lemon, hot water is what you drink when you're in a hot place. Well, you shouldn't be drinking cold water anyways, and cold things all the time. There people like cold things, but it contracts. We have enough contraction going on in our lives, don't we? You know, we're always in fear. And remember what I was talking about. So just know this. So you've been running an anxiety program, that same program that you said the lymphoma came after a long period of anxiety. So how old were you when the lymphoma came?
It was like I was around 20, maybe 3, something like this. And I am 40, so it was at least
years.
15 years before it happened.
Okay, so we understand that there could be, remember when I said you're a little bit stubborn about things?
Yeah, actually, I am very stubborn.
Yeah, I
I have
know
to
that.
just feel something to agree.
Okay, yeah, I know,
or
but
anything.
here's the thing, okay? But that's your protection device, and now you've got to let it go. And that's what you got.
Yeah.
What you created that when you were 5. You created it when you're 5. Now you've got to let it go. You know, being stubborn is not healthy. Doing loving things for yourself is. And you know, it's easy enough to tell someone, hey, you know what, no, I don't want to do that. I'm going to do this for myself. I love myself, but thank you very much. You know, instead of, no, no, don't do that, because you just fed the lipoma. So every
No,
time.
I actually, whatever you say, doctor, I feel that it's big truth. I agree.
Okay, so here's the thing. So with that trauma stress, remember all that anxiety, have you gone through a long period of depression as well?
Yeah, it was actually a super hard time for me when I moved to US, and I know that it was a result of all of those struggling hassles I was going through, like lots of also challenges with people. I've been, you know, part
Okay,
of different
I know,
kind of intrigues, dramas. So it was hard. It was super hard. I've been judged. I've been blamed for something that I haven't done. So it was kind of like,
wait
for
a second,
me,
wait
too
a
much,
second.
way too much.
Anna, just take a breath though. Take a breath, because you're even getting a little bit anxious talking about it. So I want you to be able to talk with this without being the anxiety behind it. Okay, so try to be like, this is just a movie, and I want you to talk about the movie. Okay, no, it's really important, because I don't want to be the cause of you feeding that little critter on their back. Okay, so now. Okay, so here's the deal. People are always going to blame you for things. Okay, believe it or not, just before I came on the show here, I was blamed for something. Okay, I got blamed for something, and because somebody misheard somebody say something, and then that somebody thought that they said that, so that somebody was upset with me for like a day or so. So all they were doing is you know, you're going to blow up. So you got to process things differently. You got to bring everything up through your heart. And if it can't come up through your heart, then it's none of your business. Allow people to blame you for whatever you want. Okay, fine, you're right. I want to be happy. You're right. You know what? Don't pick a fight. And you're ready to fight. You're ready to stand up for yourself, but you're not ready to be outstanding. Think about that for a second. So it's going to be really important that you don't try to fight for respect. Just respect yourself. Okay, so now let's talk about the lipoma. So now we've had that lipoma for 17 years. So guess what? Whether you want to believe it or not, it's a storage shed for negative beliefs. And yes, of course, when you get stressed out, you dump adrenaline. You dump adrenaline into your body. That makes high acidity. When you have high acidity, acidity feeds growth. That makes them grow bigger. You talk to anybody with a cancer tumor, and someone dies in the family, or there's a trauma in the family, their tumor blows up or they blow up. Sandra, were you going to say something?
I was just noticing other people coming on Zoom, so we just need everyone else other than Anna to be muted. So we're getting just a teeny bit of feedback.
Yeah.
So just a little bit of housekeeping there.
Oh, and just by the way, I've had a few people comment here. Just so you know, yes, if you call my number in extension 5, yes, you could come on and we will talk to you and consult you like we're doing Anna, won't we? Mm-hmm. That's right. We'll put you in the slot and we'll do it if you want. And we do want to see your face though, because it helps us.
Yeah.
Your expressions help us. Your voice helps us. You know, it helps us to click into your frequency. Okay. So let's go back to Anna. So Anna, this thing is about 6 inches. Okay. So understand something. It has been there.
I'm not really sure, but up to 6 inches.
Okay, but Anna, I want you to understand something. If somebody moved in with you for 17 years, how hard would it be to get them to move out?
Yeah, that's why I was very actually concerned about the time, how long, if I would follow your protocol, would potentially take, how long I would have to expect to remove it naturally, holistically.
Well, I want to know how stubborn you're going to be. The
I
more
would love
sto-
to just
the-
truly,
the more- no, no,
you know,
no,
give
no,
up
no.
the
I wanna
control
see-
and follow.
I want to see that light just shine off of you. I want to see that
I would love to.
that I feel safe in the world shine off of you, because you don't feel safe. Okay? So you need to feel safe for that thing to leave. All right? And understand something. That thing that's been there for 17 years believes that it deserves to be there, and it is part of your body, and it is saving you because of negative belief systems that you need to store in there so that you don't end up killing yourself.
Yeah, because that's the strength that you depend on to keep you going, right? You were a little girl that was abandoned by your father, or however you perceived it, and so you dug into being safe, and you dug in. So we just gotta reconnect with that outstanding and refocus that strength into shining your light.
Yeah. Okay. So somebody said they're sad about Toronto. Well, I don't know. We're just going to Barrie. It's only an hour outside of Toronto. Unless we can find something less expensive, then we'll be there in July. Or is it July? Yeah. No, it's August. August.
It's late July.
Late July. We'll be in Toronto. I'll go over the dates at the end. People keep on saying this. Okay. Now, let's go back to you. So the reality is, the longer this is there, the more it believes it needs to be there. So I need you, I want you to thank your lipoma. I want you to thank your lipoma for storing all the negative beliefs so that you didn't have a heart attack or cancer. Did you hear me? I want you to thank it, and I want you to tell your lipoma that you are going to make changes in your personality so you won't need a storage shed for anger. Okay? Are you with me?
Yeah, you know, consciously I am aware of the stuff that you do, but the subconscious part of me always sabotaging. So,
Well, that's
so
because...
that's why it's sometimes, you know, because whatever you say, I am aware.
Yeah, and you know what? That's just a loving repeat. We get introduced to the subconscious mind, and then we all throw our hands up in the air. But it's my subconscious. No, we can't use that excuse. That's just the reality. We just got to dig into the loving repeat and the mirror work.
But it's a lot of work. If you don't come for the whole life coach certification, you're talking about a lot of work here, Sandra. You know that, right?
Yep.
It's not that it can't be done.
No.
I didn't say that.
Yep.
But when people come and they're in your situation and they come to our course for 9 days, is the switch?
Yeah.
They make the switch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Behave yourself in the environment.
Yeah, you gotta just dive on in. But
Yeah.
if you can't do it, I get it. Now, so let's talk about what do you usually eat? Let's get into the physical. Let's get into the detox. Let's get into the nutrition, so we can go and get some questions here after we're done. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah. So hot water and lemon in the morning. We like to do intermittent fasting, so that's like 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning. What's the first little thing that you normally eat?
Well, I want to know, does she do coffee? Do you do coffee enemas?
Actually, I am here, but it seems that, you know, because I was waiting for my client, and I am kind of like, it seems that I would have to finish as soon as possible. I would be open to get together again, but it seems that, you know, I was not prepared that it will take...
I'll tell you what, love. We'll have you come on again, and we don't have to wait for the Q&A. So you go to your client, okay, this is all good, because this is enough for you to process right now. And
that's so bad, actually, because this is, again, that I am almost close
to one
that
sec. Whoa, stop. Cut. No, you cannot feel bad. We gave you this as a gift, and we are going to let you call us. We're gonna come back on. We're not gonna wait until next week. If we can get you in this week, we will come back on. We'll do part 2. So we did the emotional part. We don't have to beat that.
Please.
We don't have to beat that. Now we'll come back and we'll do the physical. We'll talk about the nutrition. We'll talk about the detox, okay, and everything like that. And now I want you to say, I feel really good about having to leave you, Dr. Wolf. I'm in charge.
Thank you so much, doctor. Thank you for your support, and I'm just ready to take myself in charge and be responsible for my health and for my abundance and for my life and my health.
Just listen to me. Just go take a look in the mirror before your patient comes and look in there and then say the Braveheart oath and mean it with all your heart and just love yourself and love yourself to the point that you don't need love from other people. If they want to give it, they give it. But you're not going to take their love because
I'm learning.
most love that people
I'm
give
learning,
you is
doctor.
most love that people give you, they don't mean it to be contaminated, but it is. And when they do give it, they want something back. You can love yourself without having to pay anything for it, and you can do it 24/7. And I guarantee you that it will melt the lipoma gone. Have a beautiful day, sweetheart. Well,
Thank you so much, and I'm just waiting for the second part of our consultation. Thank you so much. God bless you. All the best.
You too. Bye, Anna.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye now. All right. So if there's anybody else on Zoom, if they want to talk to us, they can open up and talk to us. If not, I get it. We'll take a look and see if there's anything on here that people want to ask. Okay. All right. Maybe next time we can have somebody highlight what's important here. I have a question. Chari, I have a question. How do we acknowledge the illnesses from things outside of us, such as chemicals, chemtrails, mercury, fillings, and etc.? Okay, here's the deal. I love this one. This one's a good one. You know why? Bill Gates is going to get his. Fauci's going to get his. Understand something. They are never going to stop poisoning us. But the reality is your focus can't be there. Okay, you got to mind your own business. If you don't want to mind your own business, guess what? Do you know what's more toxic than the mercury filling? What's more toxic than the mercury filling?
Thinking about the mercury filling.
And hating someone.
There you go.
And wanting to get even. I'll get them. They'll get theirs. When will they get it? Well, when they die. Or maybe before. I don't know. But they'll get theirs. No, they won't. You get yours, and that's unconditional love for yourself. Mind your own business. And if the whole world were to love, honor, and respect itself, there wouldn't be any mercury fillings. There wouldn't be any chemtrails. The only reason why there is all this is because guess what? We allow it. My God, 99.9% of the population thinks that the medical system is in healthcare. They're not in healthcare, they're in emergency care. So if you're going to go there, you're going to become a 911 emergency. End of story. So the reality is this. Guess what? I do not allow in my office, I do not allow in our tent, I do not allow in our trainings, okay? We will go and recognize what the others are trying to do to us, and we will tell everyone what they're trying to do because they live off your suffering. But once okay, wait a minute. So you want to come and play Monopoly, but you don't want to play by the rules. You came to planet Earth, which is a life-threatening, fun-filled adventure where somebody's always trying to kill you. Do you get that? Somebody's always trying to kill you here. You go in the shower, they're trying to kill you with the chlorine and the fluoride. You go to a drive-thru, they're trying to kill you. You know what? They're telling you that, it's okay to drink, but don't drink and drive, but drink a lot. Okay? They're telling you that vaping's okay. They're telling you that toking all day is now legal in most places. They're telling you that this is new and improved cookies. Okay? Anyways, you get the point. You can go to a health food store and only 30% of the food in a health food store is actually good for you. Isn't that something that's called a health food store? And then you can go to the grocery store and only 6% of the food in a grocery store is good for you. So the reality is, guys, if you don't understand the game, well, you know what? Do you not get it? It's never going to change. It hasn't changed in thousands of years. Okay, we've always had the psycho elite working for the evil entity, and you can just say, I am going to mind my own business. I am going to center into myself. I'm going to love myself, take care of myself, and then I'm going to shine that light and hold the line for my family until they see that it's okay that they love themselves and care for themselves too. But you'd have to be a Braveheart.
Yeah. Okay, Maria. Hello from Italy, Dr. Wolf. Glad to see you back safely from Texas. Quick question. Can calcification be worked on / broken down with the treatments?
Absolutely. And let's say, where's she from? Oh, no, we don't know where she's from. Well, let's just say, yes. So you can get non-surgical. So you want to do non-surgical on the area that was broke because the body always overcompensates with scar tissue and with too much calcium into the area. So non-surgical will actually, and clapping will help that as well, right? Mm-hmm. DMSO, and what else will help? Pain away essential oil. that'll help as well. So you take DMSO gel if it's a bone area, but if it's like a more muscly tissue, you would take DMSO cream.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do.
All right, here, you want to do it while I talk about it?
Okay.
So the DMSO cream is here. It's not as strong as the DMSO gel. Okay, there you go. Anyways, so you take DMSO is made from trees. You put the DMSO on the area that was broken, and it increases the circulation. You can also add to that Pain Away essential oil, or you can add to that Muscle Restore or frankincense, okay? Now, remember that these are just high vibrational things, but the DMSO takes that and pulls it in, and DMSO is like a solvent, so it brings in lots of blood supply. There's nothing toxic about DMSO. I mean, if you put a poison on DMSO, it's going to be carried in better, so don't do that.
We could.
Oh yeah, definitely. So clapping, okay, so you want to clap if the break is fixed, okay, all right, after it's fixed and it's healed, you're going to get in there and you're going to clap. I would use the bumpier side, but use the smooth side for now. And if you feel like there's a big clump of scar tissue, or there's a knot, or there's a calcium deposit, you've got here what's called a chopper, and this is a chipper. You're going in to resculpt yourself. You can't hurt yourself, but if you bruise, that means that there's contamination sitting in there and you've got tissue rotting. That bruise, you know what, I can clap all day long and I don't bruise. Why? Because I am a high vibrational, light energy being. I drink right, think right, eat right. And I really do. And the reality is, if you were to use a clapper and you bruise, why is that, Sandra?
You've got tissues that are dead or already dying. So you simply identified them and brought them to the surface.
Yeah, you're bringing the actual emotional and physical infection, inflammation to the surface.
Yeah.
So depending on if it's a light purple, dark purple, black, is depending how severe it is.
Yeah.
I hope you're with me on this. Okay. How many people do you know will go, I bruise without touching anything? Well, that person is called the walking dead. So there's tissue death in there.
Yeah.
That's right, decomposing. So when you clap, do you increase circulation? Do you stir things up? Do you get the blood supply back? So let's bring out the death vibe. Let's bring out the infection.
Yep.
And now guess what? We've renewed our tissue. That's right. I don't care. If you can grow something on an unconscious level, then if you're conscious, you can definitely ungrow it. Okay? So if I had a break, I would definitely be using DMSO, essential oils. I would be using a clapper, but I'll tell you something right now. Why don't people just do this? Just test us. Pay $150. You get lifetime support. Can you grab the book? You get lifetime support from us. You get an hour consult taped and sent to you, or you can tape it yourself. It's right. Yarrick? Can you not reach it?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Maybe they can sit somewhere closer.
Okay.
So here you go. This is what you get in a PDF form. Oh, and just so you know, everybody's asking about it now. But you get this in a PDF form, okay? And if you want to purchase an actual, this is called the Perfect Day Lifestyle Guide. And understand something. I want you to get this guide from us on a PDF and then tell me it's not the best health guide you've ever followed in your life. How would you like to know what goes on with your tongue, your eyes, your skin, your nails? How would you like to be able to actually diagnose and assess yourself? That is the most important thing you can do. You need to become your own practitioner. So I would suggest you get a Perfect Day consult. It's $150, lifetime support. You get the guide PDF sent to you, and if you want, you can buy one at cost. We're out of them now, but we'll have them back in 2 to 3 weeks because we're redoing it and bringing it up to speed. So it'll be in all our fulfillments in the United States. It'll be in Pennsylvania, California, Texas, and it'll be in Canada and also in our worldwide center for shipping in Canada as well. Okay, so now I've got myself a master trainer, guide, coach, right? And I can call that person from 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, and they're going to answer my questions, and there's no dumb, stupid questions. Understand, do you want to keep calling and getting Band-Aids, or do you want to create a perfect day that you repeat, and then as you grow, your guide grows with you, right?
Yep,
And
exactly.
Sandra's one of them.
Yes, I'm one of them. And it's exciting to work with people. It's exciting people to know where they started, and then work with them and just see their growth come along the way. And when they really dig in and start doing their own homework and they call in. It's the most exciting process to be a part of. Okay, online 3.
Oh, I just wanted to say that
Yes.
if you actually come to Ixtapa World Healing and Training, and we did the non-surgical, if we did the cell sonic on you, 1 hour. 1 hour, it's over.
Yep.
Cell sonic puts out 25,000 volts.
Yep.
Okay, volts, okay? And it puts it in a love harmonic, and actually what it does is it'll actually take the calcium and get it to the point that it'll go back into the bones properly, especially if you're doing Merigen. Understand something, everybody. Why don't you give us a situation or a condition, and we'll prove to you that you can reverse it.
There you go.
And that's the truth. If you're a living person, okay, living, breathing, and you decide that you've got lots to live for, and you're passionate about turning your life around, there's absolutely no reason. You got to understand something. Let's just get this. Rockefellers, Rothschilds, they own the petroleum industry. The petroleum industry owns the medical industry, and they own you. So the reality is it's never going to change, so just get it. You know what, if you want to take something for a headache, or you've got muscle pain and this kind of thing, but someday you better take responsibility for your own health, meaning that you need to become your own practitioner. You don't need to go from treatment to treatment unless you want to be mistreated, because it's going to end up that way.
Sharon had a client that came down for, I think, just a week and a half. She was over 80. She did a testimonial, and this lady rocked her world in a week and a half, being over 80 years old. It was amazing. So there's no excuses out there when you take the time to go within.
Yeah, and I got to tell you something, everybody. You're so beautiful. All of you are so beautiful, but you know what? Most of you are never going to get it, because you've been programmed to be scared, okay? And don't be scared of yourself. You are the practitioner. You are the healer. You are the gift that you've been looking for. You're not looking for Sandra. You're not looking for me. You're looking for us to set you free. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay? What do we got?
Okay, Serene, are there any online classes for healing severe scar tissue from inguinal hernia operation?
Okay, so I'm going to tell you right now that you should go watch Clapping for Health.
Yeah.
And if you went and did Clapping for Health, and you can clap right over the inguinal hernia, if it's healed, clap right over it.
Yeah.
Because see, scar tissue, let's put it this way, okay? So here's what we would call if we had beautiful connective tissue. So these are the fibers, and in between every fiber, you'll get energy flowing, you'll get blood flowing, you'll get lymph flowing. So you've got nutrition coming in, detoxification going out. But because we live in a contracted society, you know, everything is like that, and everybody's high in inflammation, because see, that's how they win. Create an inflammation nation, okay, and then you can harvest them.
Yeah.
Okay, so now what happens is the contraction brings the fibers together, so they get stuck, because the adrenaline that you pump in, okay, the histamines you pump in, okay, the lactic acid gets piled up here, the uric acid, and it becomes like glue. Have you ever eaten beef jerky? Welcome to your life. So now those fibers are getting stuck together, okay, and remember, scar tissue was connective tissue. What? Scar tissue was healthy connective tissue. What? Yes, it was. And how do you get it to come back? Well, first of all, the reason why you get a lump there and it's hard is because it's drying up, dehydrating, and it's also calcium's being sent there from the nearest bones to calcify it, to stop the inflammation and to stop the mutation. So that's why you're losing bone calcium, and you don't get osteoporosis, and especially you don't get chronic osteoporosis unless you're anxiety ridden and you have an inflammatory mind, inflammatory diet. That's what you get.
Yeah.
Okay, your body just can't keep up to the fire, the forest fire, because the calcium's trying to bring the pH back to balance. Because in your bloodstream, if it didn't stay balanced, it could just change a very little bit. You'd go into a coma, a little bit more, you would die. So that's why you find people will have hypercalcemia when they really get in big problems, or they say that you have plaque in your arteries. That plaque is actually calcium and cholesterol, and without the cholesterol gooping up the cracks from the inflammation causing the cracks, you'd be in big trouble. And how many people out there know that almost every stroke and every heart attack is caused by a blood clot, but that blood clot was caused because of the calcium that actually cut your artery? That's right. So look at, there's the real truth they don't talk about. And this is why we're able to have people come here with a 95% blockage in their heart, believe it or not. And guess what? And in 6 weeks, we can reverse it and turn it right around and have a new set of arteries inside the heart without surgery. Yeah, go figure, right? So all of this is out there. All of this is out there. This information is out there. So anyways, back to the scar tissue. Back to the scar tissue in the inguinal.
Why are we learning about surgery?
1 second, please. Hello? Can you hold?
Can I get a BBL with this?
If you could just hold on a sec, we're just finishing up another question, love, and then we can.
No, bitch. Answer the question.
Okay,
Can I have a BBL?
Can you
or
delete
not?
them, please?
Okay.
Okay, they just swore at us, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, did you delete them? Okay.
Can I ask a question?
Can you hold on 1 second, please, love? Just give us 1 second, and it's okay. Everybody's allowed to swear at us, okay? We won't take it personal.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let me just finish this. So what happens is with the calcium and the fibrin being sent in and you're dehydrating your tissues, you've got a piece of beef jerky.
Yeah.
Now, if you've ever eaten beef jerky, that's what's happening in the inguinal hernia after it healed.
Yeah.
So that's why you would actually take the DMSO gel and just a little bit of it, right? Just
Yep.
a little bit, a little tad of it, okay? And then rub that on the area and do a test. See how warm it feels, see how it feels.
Yeah.
But prior to doing it, I need you to take a skin brush onto the inguinal hernia, and I want you to skin brush. Let's say if this is the inguinal hernia is down your groin area, everyone, or it's near your belly button. So now you're going to skin brush first to get the circulation going, right?
Yep.
After you do that, then you're going to do your clapping. You can use the bumpy side or the smooth side and just start off lightly, but eventually you're going to be able to go this hard on it and you're going to go, wow, okay, I get it, I get it. I've got to bring the blood in, I've got to get it in there and the life force to get in there, because as soon as you return the circulation, guess what? The scar tissue automatically turns back into connective tissue. So if you could have somebody who does Wolf non-surgical work on that inguinal hernia area and open it up, it'll be quicker. But, you know, get yourself a skin brush, get yourself a clacker, get yourself a DMSO and the Pain Away essential oil or the frankincense or muscle restore. I would alternate them, but you do whatever you want. You can read about them in our guide. And then what you're going to do is you're going to do this, and believe it or not, you're going to clap it every day, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're going to do this every day. Yeah. Now you're going to say, oh my gosh, I clapped it the first time, Dr. Wolf, and it went black. And I'd say, listen, if that thing went black or it went purple,
yeah,
you are going to maybe even grow a cyst or a tumor, or you've got adhesions in there, but it's not pretty. So the color that comes out is going to tell you where you stand. And remember something, Dr. Otto Warburg received the Nobel Prize twice for the discovery of what cancer is caused from. Lack of oxygen. If you have lack of oxygen in any tissue cells by 35% for more than 3 days, mutation is on its way. So we want to get in there. Instead of mutation, let's talk about circulation, okay, and create a little bit of inflammation to create a healing. Okay, yeah. All right?
So the same rules for the emotional stuff about being on that loving repeat, we need to repeat for the body as well, right?
Yes.
The body listens to this program first, so we're going to do a loving repeat on all these emotions, and we're going to do the same thing on the physical level.
I'm
Absolutely.
super interested in what y'all are saying, but my mom taught me not to lie, so really I'm going to be straight and forward. I give no fucks about what y'all are saying. Let me rub something on your wife, bro. Let me clap them cheeks. Let me go at it. Come on.
Okay, can you mute them?
Yeah.
Okay. Does anybody else have a question? You know,
Yeah,
this is where you have to be very patient with people, and you have to allow people because people are being pushed off the rails.
Yeah.
They are. They're being stressed right out. What happens if you're totally frustrated and you believe the world's not there for you?
Yeah, you get angry. You start lashing out.
Yeah, and you know what? And this is why we show love.
Yeah.
We don't show anything else.
Yeah, I was there.
I was there.
Yeah. We were
Okay.
there.
And the
We
thing
came
is
back.
that we need to hold the line so that we don't go there again.
Yeah.
Okay? All right? Does
Okay.
anybody else want to talk, or is that it for people who have questions there? Okay. All right, let's go through the rest of the questions that are up here. And whoever was on, I wish you the best day, and I totally mean that from the bottom of my heart. Okay? All right, can you scroll?
Was there, sure.
Your wife does not love you from the bottom of her heart. She's having an affair with me, and I fucked
Okay,
her.
we need to just mute them all. Mute them all at the bottom, please.
Sure.
Okay, sorry everyone. Okay, but this lady is unhinged, and it's okay. All right? Yarek, I need you to mute everyone, okay, and get it done now, and please don't walk away again. All right, you need to monitor this. We've got somebody on that's a little unhinged, okay? All right? My apologies to everybody else that has come here. And so if somebody wants to talk to us, just put your hand up, okay? All right? Okay. Can we...
Yeah, let's find a question.
Let's find a question here.
Rav on Zoom, do you have a question left?
No? Can you just mute all? Okay, thank you.
There you go.
Somebody can put their hand up if they want to ask a question, but right now Zoom is not really doing a great job for us today.
No.
Okay, let's keep going here. Okay, see if there's anything else.
How can I get the info for Toronto in August?
Okay, so the info for Toronto, go to braveheartnation.com. You'll find it there. And you'll also find it on Facebook. We advertise it every day pretty well. We put the ad up every day. Just so we put it up every day because people keep asking us to put it up.
Yeah.
So you can go there. And the ad will show you the 2 courses that we have here that are going on. I'm starting one on Sunday. And then 11 days later, we start the non-surgical course. So that's called the New World Practitioner. And then we also have what's a 3-day pelvic course for women. And you can check all of those dates. And then we have a second one coming right after we finish this one. So in about 30 days, we have a new one.
Yeah.
And then we do that course, and then we're off to Texas. Can you bring up the dates, and I'll just say them right now.
Sure.
Can I see them?
Am I going in the right direction?
Just let Yark find them.
Okay,
Yark,
there.
can you please do that? And while okay, so do you have a protocol for removing toxicity for the people that took the jab? Okay, so are you ready for this? So just know this, we do, okay? And the reality is that, first of all, we have to work with people on an emotional level. Just think if you thought you were going to die from the J. What would that do to you? Okay, that's the first thing.
Yeah.
And that doesn't have to happen. So when the doctors and people out there say that, you know, if you took the J, this is it, baby, it's over. Don't believe that, okay? Don't believe that. They don't know what we know. And if you don't believe me, how many people have come to us that have taken the J once, twice, or even 3 times? And they were in a mess, weren't they? Mm-hmm. When they left here, they were healthier than a lot of the people that took it. So the reality is that things that really help are Black Diamond,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
Where is
The
that?
daily cleansing tea.
It's over here.
Yep.
We need to grab it. Let's show them.
That profile picture is not working.
Black Diamond, okay? That's
Yeah.
what Black Diamond is.
Yeah.
Daily cleansing tea. You got to understand something. To lighten the load on
Period. Black Diamond. Per slay. Slay.
Okay, Yarek, you need to get on and remove this person right now.
Pause.
Right now. And make sure that they're blocked for life, because this is just somebody who's not balanced. And I need them removed, okay? It's not that hard. Just do it, okay? I don't want the show to be interrupted by this person anymore, okay? All right? Okay, so the daily cleansing tea is right here, okay? And that's what it looks like, okay? And understand something, everyone. It's gentle baby steps. Nobody would have to do a detox or go to the hospital with a chronic disease if they did the perfect day diet and they did things like daily cleansing tea, Black Diamond. And understand something, just so you know, you might want to check this out. France has been trying to make C60 illegal. We have the highest vibration of C60 on the planet. We do, the highest quality, and we can prove that. Go watch our videos, go watch our products, and you'll see. C60 is the highest vibrational molecule on the planet. And guess what? It works against the J and the C, Okay, so just know it really does. Okay, it's not me saying it. It is being touted as the product that really does it. Okay, but just remember, Black Diamond, it does the same thing. Heavy metals, nothing grabs onto heavy metals better than fulvic. And our fulvic is a nanofulvic, and it's humic and fulvic, okay? So it doesn't just balance hormones, it doesn't just pick up in viral, bacterial, fungal, it also picks up heavy metals, it also picks up acidity, but it also drops off 70 to 80 micronutrients into the cells.
Yeah.
So that's really important.
And it's crystalline in format, so it's going to go in a lot stronger, do a better job,
Yeah.
cross that blood-brain barrier. And so I like to say it's the Ferrari version of our tummy love. So that's why a lot of people are having great success with the Black Diamond crystals.
But just know this something, your main immune system is your bacteria. And why would they be putting antibiotics in all the foods, not all the foods, but as many as they can, all the animal products get them,
Yeah.
right? Because the animals are sick because they're not being fed right. So then you're getting antibiotics in the foods, and then when you get sick, you go and take antibiotics, and then you obliterate your good bacteria, which is 85% of your immune system. And I'm not saying that, the Royal Society of Great Britain is saying that. So you need to get that, what you need to do is you need to restore your large intestine, you need to detoxify your liver with doing the ultimate coffee enema, and you can go see that in your do-it-yourself guide, our DIY guide in our library, okay? Go ahead.
This is for the large intestine, so
Well,
your black gold
This is not for the large intestine, it's for the whole digestive tract.
Okay.
See, where the Black Diamond, okay, will cross the blood-brain barrier and go to your brain, it'll go into your bloodstream, it'll go into your cells. This stays in your digestive tract and does the same thing that this does, but at a different level.
Yeah.
The black gold, people will add it to things like their coffee. Okay, you know, you grind the coffee and you put a teaspoon and then you drip it through. They will add it to their smoothies. We add it to all the smoothies that we make at the Jungle Juice Bar.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's added to the smoothies, and guess what? We have a lot of requests, and understand, people say, why would you do that, Dr. Wolf? Well, just understand, we just bought the best coffee machine that we can get on the market. And we're going to be, because we can actually take the best coffee beans, organic, and then we're going to be adding C60, which we talked about, which is, can you grab, where is
Yep.
it? Right here. Our C60, which I was telling you, that really dismantles the J and the C. Okay, it will actually, you get it will, brain damage, it will override the brain damage. Okay, you will see a difference in your eyesight, a difference in your memory, and C60 are molecules that will go in your body, and those will go to where you need to heal, and they will heal you. The highest vibrational molecule in nutrition on the planet. And the other thing is I don't have them on right now, but my glasses, because I changed my shirt earlier, the Tesla glasses have C60 right in them, built in them. So you're actually getting the molecule, the frequency of the C60 going into your brain, into your whole body. So we're taking C60, we're taking C60 orally, but we're also taking C60 through our eyes, because your eyes don't see, they only pick up light and frequency, and those C60 frequencies go into your brain, and that's why your eyes will heal, and that's why Tesla glasses that we sell are the only glasses in the world that actually will detoxify you from blue light. Do you understand? And blue light is more toxic than 5G. Yes, it is. Go do your research. Go watch 5G blue light toxicity in my library at Doc of Detox, and I prove it beyond a shadow of a doubt. Okay, 10,000 teenagers are being diagnosed with cataracts every day. Did you know that? Okay, and that's blue light poisoning. The damage, you don't get damage to your eyes until you have damage to your brain already. Okay?
Yeah.
Right.
Rav, if you're there on Zoom and you do have a question, then give us a little heads up here. Otherwise, we've got another question on Facebook.
I'm here.
Okay,
Can
Rav?
you hear me?
Yes, love. You go ahead.
Hi, Dr. Wolf. I spoke to you, I think, a couple of times from the UK.
Yes, love.
It was regards to my hearing, which has decreased over the past month. I followed your suggestions. There is little improvement, however, it's still frustrating.
Well, I know, but
my hearing-
love, when did you start my suggestions?
A few days ago
And
with the
there's,
iodine.
1 second, and there's little improvement. So we know that you run a frustration program. So you need to just breathe, and you need to continually talk to me, and we'll talk about it. So why don't you tell me what you're doing exactly right now? And you don't, let me just go through a couple things, okay? You have no inflammatory foods in your diet.
No, I don't think so, because I've just on fruit diet in the morning. And then in the evening, it's just more like lentils,
How much-
vegetables in the afternoon.
How much do you weigh? How
Hot
much-
water with
1
lemon,
second.
cayenne pepper.
1 second, love. How much do you weigh?
126 pounds.
Okay, and what's your height?
5'3".
5'3". So at 5'3", how much could you lose?
Sorry, I didn't get that bit.
Being 5'3", how much weight do you think you could lose?
I think I could lose another 14 pounds, 7 to 14.
No, you could lose 15 pounds. Okay, all right.
Okay.
So here's the deal. Now let's try to just picture what 15 pounds of inflammation and infection would do to the body. I do want you to know that it's this big. That's how big it is. That's how much.
Wow.
That's how much fat that you've got. That is 15 pounds of fat. Now, why do we have fat? We have fat because we have to store the inflammation and the infection there, or we would mutate.
Right.
So when you can get rid of that fat, which is storing so much heavy metals, because here's the deal. So everybody has heavy metals, but guess what? If you do a heavy metal test, it doesn't come out right. We have a heavy metal test that will actually show heavy metals in the body properly. But most heavy metal tests aren't accurate because you can't do it with a blood test. Heavy metals mainly are stored in fat cells, scar tissue, and tumors. And they get the depth of how much they're stored goes from fat to more with scar tissue to more with tumors. Because,
Right.
Okay, now, so let's see you get rid of the 14 pounds. So what if we were to mainly focus on the getting rid of the weight properly, and
Okay.
then also focus on the local problem, okay?
Yeah,
So
which is
now,
my ear.
so we'll talk about that. But first, let's talk about the local problem. Tell me exactly what you're doing for this area of the body.
Okay, what I'm doing is I'm steaming 3 times a day. So
Your what?
which is
Your what? Sorry.
with essential.
Steaming.
We lost her.
Oh, she's going in and out of mute. Oh, there you are. There you are, Rob.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, we can hear you. Maybe it's better if you don't come on with your picture, and then it'll be strong enough. Okay.
Okay. Let's go the other.
Okay.
Is that better?
I hope so, but yes.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, I'll steam 3 times a day with essential oils. So that
Now-
would be peppermint,
Okay.
eucalyptus.
That's good, but guess what? That'll take you forever. So what I want you to do is when you're steaming, are you trying to steam it to get it into the ear, or you're steaming it and breathing it through your sinuses?
Through my sinuses, and then
Okay.
what I do is I do pressure with a hot flannel on the actual ear on each side, and then I hold it as well.
Okay.
So a bit of heat compression.
Okay, first of all, this is what I would do. If I had the problem, this is what I would do. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. What I would do if I had the situation is I'd get a shot glass. Do you have a shot glass?
Yes.
Okay. I would, or you can use the bottom of an eyedropper bottle like I have here.
Yeah.
So you take the edge, and what I want you to do is I want you to go 1 inch around the ear. So you're going to go
Okay.
out as wide as 1 inch all the way around the ear like a donut, okay? And you're going to
Okay.
do that, but you're going to also focus right here in the TMJ area. Now,
Okay.
you may not believe this, love, but guess what? Do you know who we find to lose their hearing the most?
Go on.
What, for adults? People that are always in a sympathetic state. They're always in anxiety. Why?
Yeah.
Now, why would that be? Because the vagus nerve runs right behind the ear and down here on the neck. I guarantee you also have neck problems. Now, you also will find probably in here, this here is called the anger point. I want you to go in here, and I want you to use the edge of the shot glass. You're going to take a little bit of C60 oil or moringa oil, because they are the right consistency, but they're also the highest vibrational oils you can use nutritionally.
Okay.
So you get that and you put that on the area, okay? All right?
Okay.
All right? Oh,
Don't forget to.
okay. That's the second time it happened. I think he puts it on wrong just because he wants to be in the picture. Seriously. Get your own show. Okay, now, so take a little bit of moringa oil or C60, and I want you to go in there and start playing with this, and you're going to find a knot in here. That's called an anger point. And it's from stress and everything like that. And remember this one, Rav? You make me so mad. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. What is this?
It tenses up.
What is this? Oh, but that wouldn't be you, right? Okay, fine. All right. So let's work on this area. And then what I want you to do is I want you to actually take that and work around here and go in here and wait till you hear the crunching in your ear. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, that isn't bones, girl. That's crystallization and displaced calcium and scar tissue.
Yeah.
And you want to go in and loosen that all up. And you're going to loosen it up to the point that the next day you're going to go, it feels like it's bruised. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just go in and do it. Okay, loosen all that up. Loosen all that crap up. Okay, now that we've done that, but I want you to stay in touch with me, and then when I come back here and do the show next Tuesday, I want you to come back on and tell everyone, because that's the deal. If I get on and help you, I want you to tell everyone that we don't know what we're doing, or we do. Because guess what?
Yep.
We so far have asked nobody for any money, have we? Not that I can remember.
No.
Okay, is the mortgage paid?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So anyway, then what you're going to do is we're going to go in and we're going to do that inch around here, and we're going to go and do this area here, okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to take DMSO cream, because it's already tender, so we're not going to use the gel, and we're just going to use a little bit of DMSO cream here. We can use it here, because you're also going to be doing right here where the vagus nerve comes out. Look at this. And you're going to come down here. You can't break your neck, anybody, so don't worry about it, okay? Everybody's going to tell you, whoever works with the neck, never to go near it, because they want to be the ones to work on it. Okay, so you're going to go on an angle, like a 45-degree angle both ways, and up and down like this, okay? And you're going to loosen all this up. And you got to put your heart into it, okay? And it might be tender, but just...
You can use the chopping with your...
Yeah, but one sec, we'll get to that.
Okay.
So you're going to use the DMSO cream, and you're going to put a little bit of DMSO cream, and you're going to do that 3 times a day on the area that's tender, but you're going to use the Pain Away Essential Oil, and you're going to put that on every half hour. But I'm talking about 3 to 4 drops.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're talking about is high vibrational healing consistency. That's why people don't heal, because they're not consistent. You got to put your heart into it. So then you put that on here. Okay, but here's the deal. So now we've loosened all this up. So now, even if the next day that this is still tender, you're going to come in with a clapper, and you're going to do this. Watch. Okay, I need this in the other ear.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's attached to your shirt as well.
Yeah. Okay, I got it. It's okay. Nobody said it had to be pretty. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to take a clapper. And I mean a clapper because you're not going to be wanting to do this. It's hard with your hand.
I think you might get in the way.
The mic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So what you're going to do is you're going to start here at the neck. And you're going to do the vagus nerve. Look how hard I go. And you know what? You can't start like that because you're going, well, that's torture. That's painful. But the reality is this. Okay, I want you to bear with me here. Your hearing loss is from a what? A physical block. Yes or no?
Yes.
Well, do you want it to go away?
Yes, I do.
Okay, then you've got to go in and increase the circulation and get rid of the blocks. Look at every bit of inflammation, swelling, pain, and stiffness, and every growth in the body is caused because of a physical block. So get rid of the physical block and go with the flow. Isn't that what they say? Go with the flow. So now we're going to clap here. And I'm going to clap under here, my lymph nodes, right? Okay. Then I'm going to come up beside the ear, and I'm going to clap. Now with me, I use the bumpy side because I've been clapping for years. We actually invented this clapper. Okay, we put this clapper together. So now you're going to take it, and you're going to go right here in front of the ear. Look at this.
Yeah.
And now guess what you're going to hear? Don't let that bother you. Because guess what? There is a little wire that goes from in ear up to your brain. And trust me, if your hearing's going, that means that that wire's been inflamed so much that there's scar tissue around it. It could be even calcified or crystallized. If you want to get that off, girl, you got to go, I'm doing this. So now we're going to go in front and we're going to do it. We're going to do it until we take this away, and this feels so warm and energized. Okay? Energized. Then I'm going to go above it.
Okay.
Then I'm going to go behind it.
Okay.
The clapping is, are you ready? Is she ready for this?
Yes, she
The
is.
clapping is 15 to 20 minutes on this area. Is
Okay.
it one ear or both ears?
It's both. It's both.
Okay, so let's do 10 minutes on this one. We'll do 10 minutes on this one. But you got to,
Okay.
and you can start off this way because you're going to. Oh, I don't want to break anything. And then you'll go, well, maybe a little harder.
And then get a bit further. Yeah.
And understand something. How do you get rid of headaches with this? How do you get rid of tension with this? How do you make your face young again with this? How do you get rid of lymph congestion with this? How do you get rid of wrinkles with this? And also using C60 and the Beyond Beauty Moisturizer, you can restore your whole face. Okay, it's a natural facelift, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, but we're not talking about that today. Okay, all right, sorry, I lost myself. I thought it was a different show. Okay, so now we've done that whole area, right?
Yep.
Okay,
Right.
what are you gonna do after that? Are you ready? You're gonna get Ear Restore, and it is Ear Restore. This is a special formula that we put together. This is not a sales pitch, but you need Ear Restore. And you also need infinite iodine, don't you? Okay, and you also need, okay, this is not expensive, just get one bottle of each. So, the Ear Restore.
The ear restore was in the middle somewhere.
Yeah, okay, right here. Okay, that's good enough.
Okay.
Okay, so Ear Restore I think is $95 for 4 ounces. How long is it going to last you? And you can get a smaller bottle if you want for less. I don't know how much it is.
Yeah,
So.
30 mils.
But the reality is that all our oils are organic and pure. So now what you're going to do is you're going to do this. When you go to bed, okay, you are going to put in the Ear Restore, okay? But before you put in the Ear Restore, you are going to take infinite iodine,
Okay.
and you're going to spray the infinite iodine right into your ear. Okay?
Right.
And then you're going to let the infinite iodine go in and dry. Then you'll put the Ear Restore in. Then you'll lay on your side. And once you've done that, you're going to take a hot pack. And put the hot pack, you could take a towel, wet it, hot, wring it out, put it on your ear. And then guess what? Wait till you see what starts to happen, okay? We are going to melt things. It's going to take time, but we're going to melt them. Now, a person could, because understand, it's also a jaw problem. It is. It's all linked. A person could also take Dentagen or Merigen, which is the only calcium product that works. And that will pull the calcium back into your jaw that has been calcifying your inner ear in that wire. Now, you don't have to, but it would help.
Yeah.
It would also help if you took curcumin cayenne and you took 1 every hour, up to 8 a day. And if you feel acidic or, acidic, it's not because of the curcumin cayenne, it's pulling the acid out of you. And if you feel like heartburning or acid, you take a teaspoon of baking soda, mix it with 10 ounces of warm water, drink it, it's gone. The acid's gone. And understand, everyone, baking soda twice a day could actually keep the big C away. Okay, and I'm not kidding. So that's what you're going to do. Now, when I've got people that are really serious about it, I'm just going to go all the way with it. They'll buy Silver Bullet.
Over here.
They'll buy the Silver Bullet, and you can buy it in a big quart if you want it. This is not a sales pitch, just letting you know. But you buy the Silver Bullet liquid, and then you buy the Bright Eyes.
Behind.
Okay, here. And you buy the Bright Eyes, and then you half and half them, 50-50, and you make a pool in your ear. Okay? So you're going to alternate.
Yep.
Sometimes you're going to do the iodine first, and then you'll do the Ear Restore, and sometimes you'll just make a 50-50 pool of the Bright Eyes Nano Fulvic Drops. These are the only Fulvic drops you can put in your eyes in the world. You can't put anybody else's product in the world because it's too grainy and it would hurt your eyes. That's how nano this is. So you'll go 50-50 with the silver and these, and you'll make a pool, and then you'll put the hot, wet towel on top. Okay? Now, that's how it's going to happen. Now, remember what you just said? You only started a few days ago, and you can see a little change. Now, let's say that you have a perfect day diet. Okay, now we know that we know that you could do 14, 15 pounds and say goodbye to inflammation and infection for that. So tomorrow I'm coming on and I'm doing the advanced water fast, right? That's what we're doing tomorrow. So if you want to attend it, you can listen to what I'm saying, but then you pull off an advanced water fast and do these things, and we're on our way, right? And the reality is this: I want you to see when your shoulders come up from now on, and I want to see when your breathing becomes shallow and fast. That means you're running an anxiety program, which is helping to cement this again. Okay? So understand something, like I say to everyone, Rav, is this. Why are you acting like your life is being threatened when it's not?
It just, to me, it feels like my life, I don't know, not hearing is my biggest phobia.
I know,
And
but,
I've just
but the not hearing was caused because of another belief system.
Okay.
Okay? Okay, you're not
It's-
getting it. You will get it back, okay?
It's just anxiety is such a high that my
No,
psychological
anxiety,
state-
okay, anxiety caused the hearing problem.
Yeah.
And now you're having anxiety because the hearing problem's not coming back, going away fast enough. So
That's right.
So what you have been sent a gift was patience for you. So you've never been patient with yourself. Are you patient with your family and your kids? No? No?
I get a bit impatient at times.
That means
so
that you're impatient all the time, and you're trying to just stay calm because you're going to lose your shit. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So the reality is, I love you, and the reality is you need to learn how to do the Braveheart loving steps, the mirror work, connecting to the Lionheart breath. Get yourself a love band and go, I got this. Every time you start to feel anxiety, that's not me. I love my life. You smile, go to the mirror and go, I love you, and I will love, honor, and protect you, Rav. And you're looking right in your eyes.
Yeah, you just have to interrupt this.
Yeah, you got to interrupt it. Just stop the program,
step
Rav.
in.
Stop
Yeah.
the program.
Yep.
I've got a consultation tomorrow with Sandra.
Yeah,
so
I believe
I've got-
so. Yeah.
Oh my
you've got
God,
it-
just in the nick of time.
And she's got a brand new baby, so that's maybe
Yeah.
the excuse to add in that stress of, oh, my baby can't hear my
I think
baby.
it's hormones and it's stress, and
Sure.
I think just not hearing my baby.
No,
I was
no, no, no.
hysterical.
But that's
Stress-
just the excuse.
Stress mess the hormones up. And if you want to balance your hormones and you want to help her, make sure that she's doing the 300,000 IGF-1, and that will help her.
Yep.
And also she gets a good dosage of the humic, right?
Yep.
And make sure that she starts off with the IGF-1, not with the full dose.
Okay, the
Start her
25.
off with a 1/4 dose,
Yep.
and then she works her way up. I'm going
Yep.
to tell you, you're going to love this. So it's going to give you that energy, that feeling of being alive.
Yeah.
Just so you know what IGF-1 is, a lot of people don't. IGF-1 300 is actually, we used to make IGF-1, but we don't when we're adults. And it was our human growth hormone would go into our liver, make IGF-1, and IGF-1 was in charge of hormones, it was in charge of energy, it was in charge of the matrix of your bone structure. So that's why it works so good with Merigen and the other products, right?
Yep.
And creating and bringing the bone structure back. But I take IGF-1 3 times a day without fail, and if you stop taking IGF-1, you don't have it, because we stop producing it. We only make very little, and the more stressed you are, the less IGF-1 you make. So we've got like kind of a caught between the devil and the deep blue sea situation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could Sandra just make a note of all the products I'll need, and I could order them tomorrow if that would be okay?
Well, she's going to do a better job than me because it'll just be you
Okay.
and her being quiet.
I've been making notes, love.
Yeah, she's been
Lovely,
making notes.
because I can make the order tomorrow, but obviously from the US to UK, it'll probably take a while to get here.
Yeah, so we want to be sure that we get that order just right with
and
all
then
that extended
when
shipping.
Sandra does the order, she'll come in and see me. Her office is right next door. So she'll come and see me, and then I'll just say A-OK all the way. And the other thing, Rav, is that you're never a pain. Just make sure when you call us that you don't get impatient with us, okay? Remember,
I'm not getting impatient. I think I'm just so anxious and so stressed. Like when my daughter comes to me and says something.
well, it's
and I
actually
don't
fear.
hear
It's not
words.
stress, love. It's fear.
It's fear. It's fear. Yeah, it's fear that I'm not going to hear my babies or
Okay,
something.
but
I
guess
think-
what? Can you just do me a favor? Okay? That's not true. It's a lie. It's a lie. Your hearing's coming back. That's it. Can you just say that? My hearing's coming back.
coming back, and I
You
should
know
be
what you just
grateful.
did? You know what you just did? You always look at the cup being half empty. And I'm telling
My
you
husband
that.
said
And
that.
no, because you do. That we already know that. Everybody, so I'm not picking on her, so don't pick on me. The reality is she said she's only been working on her ear for a few days. I didn't give her the whole protocol. I only gave her a couple things to do, and she says that she's slightly coming back. Seriously. Well,
But still frustrated.
but oh my, I can't, I've had enough.
Yeah.
And that's because guess what? Now here's the deal. You've been set up like everybody else.
Yeah.
You've been told to do this, and this, and it doesn't work.
Yeah.
So now you're at the edge, and now you come from the quack. Now you go to the quack doctor. That would be me. Okay. So now let's just fix the ear.
Yeah.
Okay.
What we don't realize is we spent so much time on the negative program, and then when we get something that's going to fix it, then we give it 2 tries, and whoa, wait a minute.
So
whoa.
that's why you need, if you don't
Takes
have
time.
a, if
It
you don't
takes
have a
time.
love band, sweetie, go get a nice looser hair band and get it on right now. And you start. This is a kiss. This is telling
Okay.
me to chill out. There's a new sheriff in town called Unconditional Love. Okay, and I got this. Hearing's coming back.
Got it.
Hearing's coming back. I feel it now. I can hear it now.
I'm sorry for being a big pain.
Okay,
No.
first of all, you're not allowed to ever excuse yourself and put yourself down in front of us, because if you do, where do you live?
In the
UK.
UK,
Well,
West Midlands in the UK.
We'll
Well,
come find you just for the
We'll,
adventure.
we'll track you down, girl.
Yeah.
Please come down. You're welcome.
But understand something. You will now say this. I will never put myself down again.
I'll never put myself down again.
Dr. Wolf and Sandra work for me.
Dr. Wolf and Sandra work with me.
Dr. Wolf and Sandra, they're here to serve me.
Dr. Wolf and Sandra are here to help me,
No, to serve me.
serve me.
Dr. Wolf and see how she can't do it? Dr. Wolf and Sandra are
Dr.
here
and
to
Sandra are here to
honor.
serve me.
They're here to honor me.
Dr. Wolf and Sandra are here to honor me.
That's right, sweetheart. And it's an honor to have you.
Thank you. And I thank you for both of you. And Sandra, I'll speak to you tomorrow
Sounds
when we
good.
have our consultation.
Yes.
Lovely.
Sounds perfect.
Thank you very much, both of you. And thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a beautiful day, sweetie. Mirror
listening.
work,
Thank you.
smile.
I will. Thank
Okay.
you.
Bye, love.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Okay, so what time is it?
10 to 2.
10 to 2. I got 10 minutes and I've got something else going on. So let's just take a look here. What products do you have in the store for recovery from chemo for lymphoma? Let me tell you something right now. You need to get a consult. If we can get you to clean your colon,
Yep.
do the ultimate coffee enema, if we can get you on the C60, if we can get you on the black diamond, the black gold, the daily cleansing tea, that's a great start right there. But if you would allow us to just go through your fridge, if we, your cupboard a little bit, if we were to take a look at what's really going on, because understand, if you're eating a normal, healthy diet, the chemo will never come out.
Yeah.
The radiation will never come out,
Yeah.
and it will come back to bite you on your butt.
Yeah.
Okay, before 5 years is up.
Yeah.
Only 2.23% of the population is alive after 5 years because of chemo and radiation, because they did not detoxify it out. Serena went deep enough,
Yeah.
and she's been here for months, right?
Yep.
And she's been working on this for months. She had the radiation coming out
Coming
and
out
the
of her
chemo
nose.
coming out because they actually radiated this area of her body, and she did what was it, 12 chemos, I think, or 3 chemos and 12 radiations, or
Yeah.
33 radiations.
Yeah.
Something crazy. I don't know the number, so I don't want to be quoted on it.
Yep.
But actually, it looked like it was going to eat away her nose, and it's healed, isn't it?
It is. Yeah.
So understand, you got to get that out, because that chemo's mustard gas, right? That's what they used in the Second World War.
Yeah.
And you went to war with yourself, and now you got to love yourself well. So you really need to join me for the advanced water fasting Q&A tomorrow, right?
Yep, yep. And stay consistent. I mean, like you said, Serena's been here for months, and then definitely kind of wore herself out right when she got here, and was
Yeah,
just
she
trying
did.
to take care of everybody, and got really, really ill. Came back from that and has been doing great ever since. And then all of a sudden, this nose starts breaking out. So she's been consistent. She's a little warrior. She's small and mighty, and she just kept doing the good things, the good things, the good things. And once the body got to a spot where it knew it could let go of this, it starts coming out of her nose.
But I'll tell you one thing, if you want to come and get a Band-Aid from us, that's all you're going to get. You want to come and get a perfect day for $150? Who charges $150 for lifetime support and the perfect day lifestyle guide?
Yeah.
Okay, seriously, We have to. Why do we need to do this? Because people don't have a lot of value.
No.
And the reality is we've got to give them way more than they paid for,
Yep.
because they are worth more than they paid for. And that's it. So that's the reason why we do it.
Yep.
Okay? No other reason. Deborah, I'm doing Wolf non-surgical and I use the pain away in DMSO. It works. Yes, love, it does work. Deborah replying, okay, don't need that. Can Australians get the book? Yes, we can ship the book. The books are going to be shipping from US and Canada. If we're shipping it to Australia, it's cheaper to ship it from Canada. And I promise you, we won't charge you extra than the shipping. And I can tell you right now, you're not going to like this part. Okay, so I just want to tell you what you're getting. This is 40 years of my work. And when you read this book and you use this as your health Bible, because you will they?
Yeah.
Will they?
Yes.
Oh, you will. Okay, just know this, and we do this for a reason. You can pay $225 and we'll ship you the book. Okay, that's a 360-page gloss, heavy-duty manual. Now, we will ship that to you for $225, but when we do ship it to you, we're going to give you a consultation, which is $150 for free.
Yep.
Because guess what? We're not letting you just get the book. We're going to make sure that we create the perfect day for you and that you have a master trainer that's going to guide you all the way.
Yep.
Understand, you can read the book, you're going to learn, but how many books have you read already?
Yep.
No. Everybody needs a guide and a coach.
Yeah.
And so that's why we're going to charge $225 for the manual.
Yeah.
Or if you already have had a perfect day consult and you want the manual, I think it's going to be around $75.
Yeah.
So the reality is we want to make sure, don't we?
Yeah. And be sure to take advantage of that PDF. Don't think that that's not going to do you any good.
No, go to the,
because it's got that word search function in there. So it's going to be great because you are going to want to, sit in the evening and read through. There's like at least 40 to 50 pages of everything that Dr. Darrell Wolf teaches, and then all the products, recipes.
but not just that, how to assess your body, how to
everything.
Everything.
But my point is the PDF gives you that handy little word search when you're saying, God, black diamond, black gold.
Or
Type
emotion,
it in. Boom.
or emotions, or scar tissue.
Yeah.
It's going to take you to where you need to go.
Exactly. Yeah.
And you know what? You get that PDF with every consultation.
Yeah.
So then if you decide you don't want to be on the computer anymore, just call us. We'll ship it to you. But you got to give me 2 more weeks, because guess what we did? We prettied it up and I made some changes.
Yes.
Okay? So the PDF is going to change too.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody's getting the new updated stuff, because guess what? We're changing all the time.
Yeah.
We're not stagnant about anything. Stagnation, putrefaction, don't like it. Okay, so it's $75, like I said, if you want to purchase it, but give me just 3 more weeks.
If you've already had the perfect day consultation.
Yes, give me 3 more weeks and you'll be able to buy it for $75. And if not, you can buy it for $225. And if you don't want the consult, you will after you read it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay?
Yeah.
All right. You can buy a plane, but would you like to know how to fly it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't go for that 10% love for yourself. Go for that 110%.
Okay, let me see if I can just nail the rest of these. I'm trying to find the cursor.
Okay.
I'm having trouble here.
You just give it a wiggle, maybe.
I am, but
Oh,
there it
there we
is.
go.
Okay, 1 sec. Okay, so here we go.
Europe needed to wiggle it.
Okay, can I clap pelvis area? Absolutely. If you want to clap anywhere, you clap the pelvis area. And guess what? On the 3-day pelvic class, they are teaching everyone how to clap their pelvis there. That's live tomorrow, but it's we have the Zoom one coming up in a couple of weeks or so.
Yes.
So they teach you everything. You want to learn everything about your pelvis, lady? Well, it's all about you. Okay? And it really is. It's all about you and that holy grail called your pelvis.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Thanks for all the beautiful things. I'm not going to read them out loud, but thank you for the people that are saying beautiful things, right?
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Okay. How are you both feeling today? How are you doing, Sandra?
I'm fantastic.
I'm on the edge, baby.
You're on the edge.
All right, I'm
All
on the
right.
edge,
Well, we're
baby.
coming down. 4 more
Okay,
minutes.
all right. What are your thoughts on iridology? If you're a good iridologist, great. Infrared sauna? No. You can have an infrared sauna, but guess what? Does anybody know that an Avicen works 250% greater than an infrared sauna? And an Avicen, you just put your hand in and it'll put you into a parasympathetic state. It increases your circulation by 66%. Okay? No sauna can touch that. So I'm not telling you not to do a sauna. I'm just telling you that Avicen, and right now we've got $500 off, where you can buy
Store
$500 of product.
Store credit, yeah.
Store credit. And check
And so
out the
think about that,
Avicen.
something that's 250 times as strong as an infrared sauna, and it'll go in your suitcase with you. Yay!
Yeah, and anyways, and it'll make you feel better in the sauna.
Yeah, yeah.
It
I used to do
does.
shift work, and that got me through.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see here. This is. Oh, this is so interesting. Okay, thank you, Jackie. I thought she said this is no interesting. Okay, all right. I've pain.
In the right.
I have pain in the right leg. Got tested. They don't know why. Well, it all depends on where the leg. Carol, if you want to come on live, or if you want to call extension 5 and just keep calling me, we'll find out where. But most time the pain in the leg is caused from the SI joint in your lower back, okay? Because it's pinching the sciatic nerve a little bit, okay? All right? That's usually the case, and that's 95% of the time, okay? But understand, if you want to come on next time, which will be next Tuesday, okay? Let me see. Zoom is easy to hack. That is the problem. Isn't that the problem? Well, that's okay. You know what? We're used to anybody who wants to be nasty to us, that's okay. It's all right. We get it. You know what? Sometimes I was there. You were there.
We were all there, yeah. And I mean, hey, we're here to be available, so.
Is it okay to clap on the bigger blood vessels right on the bones? I would clap around them, and then I would get vein away or pain away and start putting essential oils on them as well.
Yeah.
But the reality is the bigger veins, they're bigger because you're constipated. It doesn't mean you don't go to the bathroom. It means you're pooping in your pelvis, Elvis.
Yeah.
And that's
You're not
going
passing
into your,
everything.
and it's going in your bloodstream.
Yeah.
And then because your veins don't get pumped by your heart,
Yep.
they get pumped by circulation. Now you got constipation in your veins. I would clap right on my veins. I had a little vein like this right in my groin down here, and it's the only vein I have. I don't have any veins, do I? Only little vein I had was right here, just about 4 inches from my groin. I clapped it, and I had to clap it for about 10 minutes, and I clapped it for 10 minutes for about 5 times, right? In a row. It was gone. And it didn't come back. So you got to break the blockage. Don't worry about blood clots. Clapping doesn't cause blood clots, please. And please don't listen to medical people. I would never lie to you. No, listen to medical
It would
people
cause
about
things
medical
to
stuff.
move apart. It's not
Yeah.
going to cause anything to come together.
Yeah, it actually melts it. It actually melts it, okay?
Yeah.
All right? It actually melts it. So,
Well, there's 2 o'clock, my love.
okay, all right. So do listen to medical people when it comes to medical stuff.
Yeah,
Because if you're in an emergency,
Yeah.
nobody treats you better.
that's right.
And understand that. We don't look after emergency care.
No.
We're here to care for you so that you know how to care for you.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, let me see here. My liver, okay, we got lots of good stuff. We got to go though, don't we?
We do. Yeah.
Yeah, when you got to go, you got to go.
And I do. I need to use the washroom.
Okay, all right. But just know this, the next time that we come on Tuesday, what we'll do is if somebody wants to come on Zoom and do like a consultation like we did with Anna Maria, what we'll do is we'll do that not during the Tuesday class.
Yeah, okay.
The Tuesday class will only be for questions from now on because it's not fair.
Yeah.
It's called a live Q&A, so we want to make sure we have all your questions answered. So I do apologize, okay? But if you can hang in with me until next Tuesday, or if it's really important, call extension 5, okay?
Yeah.
And don't give up. Don't give up because you're worth it, okay? And let me just go through a couple of things. Like I said, let me see here. May the 29th, we have a whole life coach, which is Sunday, going to June the 6th. And then we have a Wolf non-surgical on June the 9th, going to June the 20th. But I do want you to know we're in Ixtapa, Mexico, and this is where our biggest center is. But we will have a center in Texas, and we'll have another one in somewhere in Ontario. We're working on that still, the Ontario one. And the next course after that will be June the 27th to July the 5th here in Ixtapa. If you want to come down, please come down. It's 9 days. And then the Wolf non-surgical one will be, let me see here, will be July 8th to July 19th.
Yep.
And you can go to braveheartnation.com and get all the information. And also please sign up to nwp@docofdetox.com. And come on Thursday and ask us questions about courses, trainings, or if you want to get a treatment or you want to treat something. We're going to answer it all, aren't we?
Yep.
We're going to limit ourselves to 2 hours with these, though.
Yeah.
Okay? All right?
Yeah, and again, that's a Q&A with all these courses going on in different places.
Yeah,
and
we
things
do
like that.
courses, we do trainings, online trainings.
Yeah.
We do personal treatment and trainings for couples and families to come here. And we also do trainings to go. We'll come to your home. We'll come to your clinic. We'll certify you at your clinic. We'll certify people anywhere around the world. Listen, this is an adventure, right? Let's do it, okay? So just so you know, we're going to be doing Dallas. So we're going to be just outside of Dallas in McKinney. And we're starting the Whole Life Coach on July the 12th, from July the 20th, and then Wolf Non-Surgical from July 22nd to August the 2nd. And then guess what? Right after that course, we're going to be doing a 3-day just for women, private, how to get your pelvis moving like Elvis, okay? All right?
Yep.
Okay, so it's everything about the pelvis, ladies. It's about rejuvenating it, right?
Yep.
And there's a lot of rejuvenation that needs to happen on an emotional and physical level down there.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
Okay, now Toronto Whole Life Coach is July 28th to August 5th. Okay, and then Wolf Non-Surgical is August 8th to 19th. Okay, and then we'll be doing a 3-day training there for women who want to do the pelvic pain-free course. Okay, and then there'll be a Zoom course on the pain-free pelvic course,
26th.
August the 26th to the 28th, all right? Whew. And tomorrow I'm going to be doing the advanced water fasting show. So if you want to join us at 12 noon, God bless everyone. Thank you for joining us. And 3, 2, 1.
You got this.
You got this, Braveheart. You know, it's not good enough to have the most powerful courses, treatments, and training. We want to deliver to you the adventure of a lifetime that's going to last a lifetime. And I'm going to take you on a little adventure right now and show you what we are going to deliver. What are we going to deliver? We are going to deliver the authentic you, the real you, the genius inside. How would you like to become not just the master of your mind, but the master of your body, the master of your life? You know what? The most important world is your world, and we're about to show you how to create it.
Found Dr. Wolf and all his positivity and trying to reshape our way of thinking and help me be a better person, a better mom, better wife. I'm glad I found him in person in Ixtapa, Mexico.
Never limit yourself to beautiful, because that's what you are. Take a look at this beautiful place. We all deserve beauty in our life. You need to create a new program that is unlimited when it comes to things that are beautiful, things that make you happy, things that make you shine, things that make you feel excited. Let's get excited.
This guy's got something really interesting to say and he's sharing it really openly and just really not caring what other people think, and I just thought that was really empowering.
What I've learned in my life is this: to be the change you wish to be the change you wish to see, Braveheart, you have to understand you take life one step at a time.
Dr. Wolf, as many people will have seen, is very direct and straight and will take you to the edge of the cliff, as he says, and then pull you back just in time.
Never lose your focus. Never lose your dream, because you are the dream maker. It's called image, but guess what? It's your imagination. The image that you hold creates the thought that you live with. That thought creates an emotion that creates a frequency, and we know that the invisible creates the physical. I mean, that's quite obvious. So be the power that you seek, and understand something, that all your thoughts matter. And guess what? Unless you're willing to take a look at those thoughts and retrain your brain, change your personality, you'll never change your reality, and your reality could become infinite.
He's a wealth of information, and I love it.
You were created by your creator to create. So let's create something amazing together.
I found Dr. Wolf and I went, wow, here's a truth speaker. And he spoke to my soul and he spoke truth.
So tell me what you think of the destination that I came up with my imagination to hold the whole life coach certification for you. Understand something. It's all about beauty. It's all about adventure. It's all about stimulating the mind, okay? And understanding that your mind is unlimited. And that is what the Whole Life Coach certification is all about. In the Whole Life Coach certification, we are going to go deeper. We have people coming to us, professionals coming to us, from doctors to nurses to accountants to oil riggers to mothers that want to expand their life. And when they come here, they go, I need to learn to help my family, or I want to improve my business. But guess what? We get into their business. When they leave, they become the change that they wish to see, that they wish to be. They become the gift to the world, because when you can stay in the present, and you can't do that until you have unconditional love and care for yourself. And I'll tell you something right now. I have hardly even found 1 out of 1,000 practitioners, or even so-called whole life coaches, that can hold the present moment and own it and then give it as a gift. And this is what I'm going to give to you. And when you come here, this is where you're going to come into this room when you need to find alignment, you need to find balance, and you need to get back into your lion heart breath, because we're going to go deep into your heart and we're going to become the spark that you seek.
And actually what I really love about Dr. Wolf's teachings is that unconditional love is literally it. And then you're like, how can it be that easy? That's just silly. So, but it's really not.
Come play, come stay, come train with us today. Understand something. I know we have fear. But understand, that's just false evidence appearing real. I get it. Stick your toe in, feel the water, but then I want you to dive right in because
How I found my brave heart was through Daryl. He really teaches you to go within and go in through your heart and not your mind, because your heart's a lot more connected to so much more than your mind. Your mind is just so conditioned and your heart is just so open and beautiful.
you're the answer that you've been looking for. Let me teach you how to fly. What does that mean? First, love yourself, Braveheart. Let's take life in and win.
I had just lost my husband a couple of years ago. With his passing, he gave me the greatest gift to love myself. But Dr. Wolf gave me the greatest gift in understanding that.
I had a dream 3 years ago that I would live in Mexico and I would have this training center, this teaching center, this treatment center that would touch the world. Your dreams are never too big. And when they start to create a little bit of anxiety, turn them into excitement. And get excited because this is your life.
He's the first doctor that I have encountered that has truly given me the truth, and not just half-truths, but the full truth. So it's been revolutionary for me in my healing process.
And this, my friend, when you take on the dream of all dreams and you realize that if you stay connected to your breath, that you can have it all. Do not let anybody take your breath away. Do not let anybody steal your dream, okay? Listen, God gave you imagination. This is your sandbox of life. Take your life back. Right now, we are teaching courses to people that have come from all over the world, and the government is saying you can't travel, you can't breathe, you can't have this, you can't come together. Yes, we will. And we will do it with unconditional love for each other. And we will learn to grow. We will not judge each other. We'll observe and see where we can support each other. But at the same time, we will hold the Braveheart line, because this is the only way that we can grow. So find your roar, because you're so much more. And learn this. You are the unconditional love that you've been looking for. You are the dream maker. I can't wait to see you. We want to become that small piece of the puzzle that brings your dream together. Thank you. Let me ask you a question. What do you think it would take to turn your life around? I can tell you right now, I learned that a long time ago, what the key was. And anybody that has been able to perfect the perfect day on an emotional, physical, and spirit level knows this. The answer is massive, personal action. That's what it's going to take for you to turn your life around. And to turn your life around, you're going to have to go within if you want to change without. And that's the bottom line. And you know, people think that they can do it like with a consultation, or maybe they can do it with a telephone call or a Band-Aid or a 911 emergency, a treatment. But understand, that's not the way it is. The day that you realize that when you master your mind is the only time you're going to master your body. Forget your life. That's always going to be just random luck until you know that you must become the master of your day. From the moment you rise until you gently close your eyes, you must be the only authority for you. And if you think that getting an hour consultation is going to do it, it's not. If you think that going for therapy is going to do it, it's not. You have to submerge yourself into what we would call the personal treatment and training. And you need to do that from anywhere from 6 days to 10 days, or you need to come for my whole life coach certification, because if you don't go in deep, you'll never make changes. They say it takes 10,000 times for you to repeat something before it becomes a prominent, dominant thought. And if you understood that 70 to 90% of all your thoughts are not yours, and they say that 70% of your thoughts are toxic, tell me they're not. Take a look at the majority of the population. 92% of the population has an autoimmune disease, which means the body is attacking itself. Before that, though, the person was attacking themselves on a subconscious, unconscious level. And that, my friend, is the bottom line, and why you must take a personal treatment and training and go deep and understand how to run your life. What that means is learning how to think, how to drink, how to eat, and knowing when somebody is mistreating you, when someone is disrespecting you, because until you honor and respect yourself, no one else is going to do it. So understand, this is your life. If you want to live your passion and purpose, then you must become the master of your mind to become the master of your body so that you can become the light for your family. So please, consider this. You got the time and you've got the money, because you're going to change the rest of your life for the rest of your life, and that's my guarantee to you. Love you too. How's your day going? How are the girls?
Awesome. So
Yeah, they
awesome.
love it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. They're speaking more Spanish than me at this point because the school's Spanish, right?
Beautiful.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Everything is just good. Just
Good luck, guys.
Bye. Do I just put this, is that just going to be beside me, this thing? Or? Okay. Am I coming in here or out here or what? Right here? Okay. Okie dokie. So Yari, is this like full body?
Well, it will be middle frame for the...
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. You all set?
Your